Good evening, Thomas. Can you just tell us who's travelled and the reasons behind why those who haven't travelled haven't? And also just clear up a situation regarding Randall Kolomoani and Wilson Odobert, we think earlier today?
There's a few things to report. Kolomoani and Wilson Odobert are both fine. Unfortunately, they were both involved in a minor accident. Everyone else involved in that accident is fine. It was a tire blowing up. So the two of them are a little bit delayed. But they will land later tonight. So that's the first thing. Then Pedro hasn't travelled. Unfortunately, picked up a hamstring injury, so he'll be out for 4 weeks. Mickey hasn't travelled. Minor thing, is possible available for the weekend. I think that's it.
So the injury situation as well. I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. You said that Dejan had the injection that we were going to know the answers in 3 to 4 weeks.
Who sorry?
Kulusevski.
Kulusevski, yeah.
Is there any?
No, I don't have any update on that one. Yeah.
Okay. And just finally from me. Clearly, the form in the league and the form in Europe have just been completely miles apart. Can you put your finger on why that is? Do you think the players maybe feel more pressure in league games and they're kind of freed up in Europe more? It must be driving you crazy trying to work out why they're so different.
I think first and foremost, tomorrow for me we have a great opportunity to secure a position in top 8, which will be a very good result and very good achievement. We are very, very positive and looking forward to that. So that's what we are focusing everything we can on. The other thing is that I think the performances set for a while have been good in many ways. We just haven't got on the wrong side or got on the right side enough to get the 3 points. That's we're working very hard on. Sometimes you're on that spell. The players are giving everything, but for me, tomorrow it's all about Frankfurt, all about the opportunity ahead of us.
Hi there, first one for Dom. You're obviously a very busy man on a football pitch. You like to run, you like to press. How close are you to kind of being the player you want to be again in terms of fitness to do all of that?
Hopefully soon. I feel good, I feel fit. All of my injury worries have gone away. I was obviously out for quite a long time, so I'm obviously not going to get straight up to fitness and sharpness straight away, but I've been training with the team for a bit now and a few games under my belt, so I'm feeling good.
Hi, Thomas, one for you as well. I mean, I don't know if you can do this in a percentage-wise or not, but how confident are you of getting another player through the door before the window closes?
We are in the market. We do everything we can to see if we can improve the squad. We said that the whole time. I think it's of course when things is not exactly where we wanted and we have some injuries, you can be pushed and forced to take decisions you don't really want to take if everything was on top. So we need to be very, very smart and cool and calm and take a good decision to help us to optimize short-term success, but also secure long-term success.
Matt.
Hello, Thomas. Could I firstly just ask for a little more detail on the car accident? Were they coming to the airport or to training, and were they both in that car?
I'm actually in doubt if they're both in that car, if I'm honest, but they were together. But they're fine, and it was on the way to the airport.
And can I also ask, maybe both of you can answer this. We sat in this very room last season with your predecessor on what felt like a knife edge, that if you lost, maybe you'd lose the job. By the end of the season, you won, thanks to Dom and his penalty, and turned it around. Does it feel like you're on a knife edge again, and does that make things harder?
I can't speak about last year. Dom can maybe can talk about that in a second. For me, I see an opportunity ahead of us tomorrow that we want to do everything we can to grab with both hands. I think it's quite clear, I said before the Dortmund one, that we just this moment in time with injuries and the squad list, we have limited players available. So since that game, Lucas unfortunately is not available, and Pedro. So the good news is we have Pape back from AFCON, winning AFCON with Senegal. He was not in the squad in the weekend because he had some illness, so he's not super where he should be, but he's available. The same with João Palhinha is also available, so that's also positive. So I think we have again, 11 outfield players, and then great opportunities for academy players coming on off the bench, and we saw Joe and I get a fantastic debut against Dortmund. We are confident we can produce results, and that's what we go for tomorrow.
I think just what the gaffer said really, we're seeing tomorrow as a positive. Obviously last year we came in, got a great result, and we're looking to do that again tomorrow. It's a great opportunity for us to finish in the top 8, and we're looking forward to the game more than anything.
Hi Thomas. Just going back to this car accident, sorry to labour the point. I know you've got a lot of things going on at the moment.
It's a few things, yeah.
Were they both shaken? I mean, are they both in the right frame of mind to come out here and perform?
That is my absolute understanding on everything. I haven't spoken to them personally yet because the first thing we heard, the first matches, is that they are fine and nothing happened, as I said the first time, and they will fly out later, and I fully expect both to be available for tomorrow.
My other question is about the Champions League results. I mean, how proud are you of what you've done so far in the competition? And do you think you've had the credit that you deserve for your results in Europe?
I think it's not about me, it's about us. I'm very happy that the team and the club, we are in a position where with a win tomorrow we can finish in top 8 in the best club tournament in the world, and it's super competitive, as we know. So that we are very, very pleased with, and I think that's those results and some of those performances also what we need to take going forward, of course, and build on that. And again, it's my job to look a little bit in the bigger perspective. Even that we haven't won as much as we won, it's very, very few things that need to go our way. The small margins. Keep doing the right thing. Keep improving the things you want to do. Getting quality players back, as Dominic Solanke has talked about before. Dom is huge for us. He's been out for 6 months. To have your main striker and top scorer out, I'd like to see some of the other teams being out that as well. So that means something, and Dom is a physical beast and great mentality. But of course, he push it to the limit as well. Come from being off the bench, playing 50 minutes, then 70 minutes, going off a cramp, then 90 minutes. So he's pushing everything he can. But it's a tough job with short turnarounds.
Hi Dom, can I just take you back again to the game here last year in the Europa League? Can you tell us how you guys felt going into the game, and did you feel like it could have been and it was a kind of real turning point for what was at that time quite a difficult season?
I think last year obviously we weren't as good as we wanted to be in the league, and we had the European competition to look forward to as well, and that was a huge game in our season. We obviously want to win cups at this club, and I think like you mentioned, that was obviously a huge part of winning that. We got fond memories of it. It was a close game, and we managed to just win the game and then go on to win the whole trophy. So I think we haven't got anything but good things to say about that game.
Thomas, another injury. Pedro, he's one of your best players. I mean, how much of a blow is that? You surely can't believe it at this stage, another key player injured.
No, it definitely not help any of us. We of course prefer to have the best players out there on the pitch. Any coach want that. Any teammate want that. But we also have a squad that then need to other players need to step up as they've done and perform.
And Dom, obviously been on the sidelines watching on throughout this first 6 months, you can see the sort of pressure the team's been under, the manager's been under from the sidelines. How desperate are you to make up for lost time and come to the aid of the team right now?
Yeah, it's always difficult being injured, personally, but yeah, obviously it's always hard to watch the team and knowing that you can't really help and do anything to change that. But yeah, I'm back fit now, and like I mentioned, I feel good. So I want to do everything I can to help the team. We're only just past the halfway mark, and we still got a lot of games to play, and still believe we can still go on to have a good season. So yeah, obviously I'm hoping to play a big role in that. But now we're all looking for the positives.
Finish with Tom, please.
Hi, Thomas. You talked before Burnley, I think, about the sort of mental power, you said, and focus of being able to kind of compete in various different competitions. Is there something about the Champions League, you think, that kind of gets these players going more than other competitions?
They put more ask me again.
Like more focus, like in terms of their focus, maybe, you know, because I think you said before Burnley, the challenge now is kind of in the sort of lesser, if you like, Premier League games, let's say, you know, that sometimes the mental concentration maybe isn't there. Is there something about the Champions League, even about European games, you know, now that this gets this team going?
I think there's definitely proven, I would say. Maybe there's not a specific science behind it, but the mental and the physical load on players to produce every third and fourth game is very big when you do, and sorry, it's so big and it's more difficult to do that. And of course, the bigger the competition from Conference League to Europa League to Champions League is just better team. That means it's more. You need to give more, and that you need to have players and a squad that is, how can you say, I will not say used to it, but are learning over time to go out there and produce no matter what. So that's a big thing, and you know a lot of teams you can see either getting more to adapt to it. I know Newcastle talked a lot about it first time they were in Champions League a couple of years ago. And even this season as well. So it's just as an example, or Villa last year, whatever it is. So we just need to learn from it and keep producing. And then sometimes it's the small things that even you do a lot of things right, you don't get the result, and then everything is a catastrophe. But actually behind the scenes, there's a lot of things going in the right direction.
And can I ask about Kinski, because there's been some reports that maybe he might be on his way to West Ham. I mean, is he been frustrated about not playing, and is he someone you might let go this January?
In general, happy with Kinski. He's a great keeper. I think any player wants to play, but we also need good players if something happens with Vic, for example.
And just on Mickey, you said it's a minor thing. He's obviously had quite a history of hamstring problems. Is it a hamstring thing or not?
It's just a minor thing. We expect him to be a big possibility for City.
Not a hamstring thing?
It's not a hamstring.
Final one in the middle, please.
Thank you. My name is Sonja. I'm from Hit Radio FFH, local radio station here in Frankfurt. And I was wondering, Thomas, with all the thoughts on your own team on your mind, obviously, how much do you have in your head about Frankfurt? They are in a crisis themselves, and what do you expect? What kind of game tomorrow?
Of course, we've studied them closely, and they may be not in their best form, but it's a team that I think done fantastic in the league last year, and I still think they have done some fantastic results and played some fantastic games this season. Recently, just played 3-3 with Dortmund. I think that's 4 or 5 games ago. They have very good players, and they have a clear identity in what they want to do. So I expect a very difficult game where they'll come in their man pressure tomorrow. We know, I think they're very good in the transitions. So I expect a difficult game. I know they on paper don't have anything to play for, but sometimes you can play free. I've been in this game long enough that you never know what you're going to face tomorrow. And it, of course, needs to be focused on us with big respect for Frankfurt. And we know all their strength, no doubt about that.
Okay, thank you very much.